Greetings, and welcome to Spare My Porch channel. This time, we have another incredible Super Nintendo game, Zoop, by Viacom. And the cartridge appears to be in playable condition. We'll take it apart and clean the contact pads, and we'll reminisce about Zoop. Well, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I know I am. I have an interesting story to tell about this particular cartridge. Earlier this last year, about August or something like that, one of our amazing supporters of the channel, she was going through a farmer's market or a similar style market, and she asked me if I was looking for anything specific, and I was like, yeah, I'm looking for Super Nintendo games. Let me see what it is first before we pick it up, and see if it's going to be good. And sure enough, she found Zoop. How amazing is that? It's very seldom are anything or is something being donated to the channel, and I find this absolutely exquisite to have a Super Nintendo game donated. It's amazing. So let's take it apart. Let's clean those contact pads, and let's reminisce about the game Zoop. See, yeah, it sounds like I'm saying soup, like good soup, good soup. No, see, I remember Zoop from back in the day when I was younger. I was about 94, 95. Or was it a little bit early? Maybe 96, 97, somewhere around there. Yeah, I received this Zoop for the Sega Genesis, not the Super Nintendo. I know the Super Nintendo game version is going to be so much better. Just in like a couple aspects of it, like the between the two consoles, I can't say one's better than the other. I really can't, because they're unique to each other's consoles. I mean, the sound on the Sega Genesis sounds entirely Sega Genesis. You know what I mean? Like, and the Super Nintendo sounds distinctly Super Nintendo. Right. This does not look like it's going to need much work. We won't need to put it underneath the digital microscope, although it would be nice to check the traces along the board, but it just doesn't look like it needs it. Give me 1 second here. I am going to drop the camera down a little bit so we can get a better look at it. Okay, also, before we get a little too far ahead of ourselves, which I really tend to do, color combinations. Gray goes with the gray right here. I know it's not the same color, but close enough. This is what I got. We have magenta. Yeah, that's magenta. How often do you actually get to say the word, let alone get to use the color of magenta? That's great. And then, of course, the light blue goes with the light blue, or the 90s style colors. You notice that this is like so 90s. It is. That's like the 90s, colors of the 90s. And yeah, I really remember the commercials for Zoop. Like, all the time, it was nonstop being advertised. Like, this is Zoop, it's Zoop. And the fun part is that they didn't show too much of the actual in-game footage. They just showed kids playing the game, which can be at times a little bit marketing deception, because you really don't know what the game is going to be about until you play it. Yeah. Oh, okay, so there was a bit of flux on the board here. It's not too bad. This would be probably one where I would just drop it into the Ultra, or the ultrasonic cleaner. Yeah, I haven't even opened that up yet, let alone use it. Oh, sorry about that. I was gonna just adjust that a little bit. That's gonna shine up real quick. These are not going to be tarnished looking at all. Yeah, but the last time I played Zoop, I remember that it's actually a puzzle style game, is it not? Like I said, this is gonna be new to me again. Some of these games I've had them for years, and I just vaguely remember them or recall them because of life. Other things kind of like override. All right, digression over. Let's dig into this. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, because I know I am. And thank you all so very much for following me and subscribing. It means the world to me. It really does, because everything here is just, yeah, so nostalgic. Brings me back to a much more, just a much more better time, an easier time. Just, yeah, memories, man. All those memories just start flooding back. Cause I remember having this, and I was living in my the house, and it's called Don L Edition. It was a housing project area, right, in my small town here. And I remember living there, and I remember being down in the basement where my bedroom was at, and I would turn on the Sega Genesis, and I would have Zoop right away just to get my hone my skills, get my skills going and stuff. But then I would play Warlock. And I would only get like to like the first or second stage. Like you see the Warlock first time, and then the second time you see him, toast. Yeah, that's what it was for me. And I was like, okay, I see a game, love it. But of course, that's the Sega Genesis. Some of those games were notoriously difficult, and that's when you pull up the Game Genie and just say, there you go. But digression over. Sorry, I was just really, really recalling, one of those wonderful memories. Now remember, all this is for entertainment purposes. So if you were to do this yourselves, just take into consideration that you may actually lift up a contact pad and you may do damage to your the CP, the PCB here with the metal on this particular eraser. But you don't have to use this particular model. You can find other ones that have plastic tips and stuff that are more safer for all of this. So yeah, just have fun. And I know I am. I absolutely love this, and that's cool. This is not chewing my eraser apart either. The previous Game Boy games were just eating and just tearing apart that because of the contact pads lift on them. They're a little bit higher, thicker piece of copper sticking out, or they're sharper on the edges or something whenever they put them on. And yeah, it just annihilates this. And it makes a huge mess. Okay, give me a second, I'll be right back. Hey everyone, I'm back. Okay, yeah, see, here's something that was interesting back in the day too when I was growing up, is that parents really loved to get their kids puzzle games. Like these puzzle games that, wow, that really cleaned off nicely too. Excellent. Yeah, they really loved giving us these puzzle games, and they think it was more of a, kind of a, what do you call that? Maybe a letdown, or maybe an incentive to get out of the house and not play video games, kind of thing. How parents would try to do that reverse psychology thing or bit on you. And what they didn't realize is that these puzzle games are uber addictive. Like, not a bad sense. It's more of a, it entices you to keep playing because you get that little bit further every single time you play a match. And that's why I absolutely love Tetris. Tetris, epic, right? Well, you have to figure out which version that you really like, though, and the 10-gen version is the one I want the most. If you guys know what I'm talking about, yeah, on the Nintendo. But yeah, for all of these puzzle games, this one you have. What was the another one that was really great was Pipe Dream. Pipe Dream, Pyramid was excellent. Columns was great too. Like I said, there's so many excellent puzzle games out there, and then all of a sudden, a few years later, you get Bejeweled. You get the great game that everybody loves from PopCap Games, and you're like, oh yes, Bejeweled 2, even better, Bejeweled 3. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm good. Okay, I don't need another one. I'm awesome with Bejeweled 2 and 3. That's it. And then Peggle. It's Peggle, right? Yeah, I love that one too. God, I love these puzzle games, man. And if this and all these other games weren't created on these home consoles, would we actually have those games now? That's because, You grew up playing these things. And you still want to play them again and again, but you have your own idea, so why not make your own game? Yeah. Indie games. How many do you see? All our phones have apps and games on them that are very similar to that notion of just a puzzle game, and you solve those puzzles and you keep going. And yeah, they are substantially addictive, but not in a bad way. Not in a gambling sense way. You know, like you take it to an extreme. We got squeaky clean mirror polish here, people. Everyone, look at that. That is absolutely joyous. I mean, here, let me get the light over here just a little bit. My apologies if this is going to mess anybody up, but I just want to see you guys, if you can see this. It's just, you can see the absolute mirror polish. I'm trying to get the reflection. It doesn't seem like it wants to work. That's okay. But you look at that. That looks epic. Oh, there it is. I knew I'd figure it out. It's been a while since I actually did any of that mirror polish stuff. Like, to look at it that way. We get back into it again. Alright, we're going to have to lose the magenta because I already know the camera would wash out immediately on that. Let's work on the opposite side here. Let's see here. Get this all broken up first. I'm collecting a bunch of flux off the board too. It's very similar, and the flux left over on our. Oh shit! No way! Is that this? You know what? Give me 1 second. I have to check. I have to. I had to go check the Genesis collection real quick to see if Sunset Riders was made by Viacom or if it was made by Konami, and is made by Konami. But a very similar outcome where you had just a thick layer of it. And that might be actually a form of conformal coating. And that's why I'm not going to mess with it. And the same thing with the other one over there too. I'm not going to mess with it until we decide on dropping it in the ultrasonic cleaner to see if we can get just, see if we can get it to work. I might find it more less collectible game to do that. Oh, sweet. And yes, I will definitely tap this up and clean it. Remember to wear your safety glasses while doing this so you don't get any of that eraser media up into your eyes. But yeah, yesterday was a pretty brutal night, man. I ended up having 2 microleptic seizures in a row, and it was, they reset me in a good position where I'm actually able to function properly. Because before I was having issues. I was running into walls and everything else. It was just ridiculous. I had no accuracy. My hand-eye coordination was way off. So. But now I'm back at it. Woo-hoo. Wow. This cart has never been played. I'm just saying it, man. You can see there's like there's like no cart line like when you insertion lines. So this game looks like it's almost brand new for wear and tear at least. I mean, somebody really took care of their collection. Yeah. Thank you again for this game. I am so happy to have it in the collection. It brings me back to a better day. You're like, yeah, remember those days, man. Right, we're going to clean up here and I think we're going to put it back together again and play in the console here in a little bit. Yeah, that was really simple to clean up too. This is just being a wonderful cartridge to clean. It's just a breeze. I am not having any issues, complications, nothing. I mean, Nothing short of what my camera would be doing earlier. I was having issues with it wanting to focus, and it was giving me errors. Lots and lots of problems with autofocus. But then I put it on airplane mode because this is an old Galaxy Note 2 phone. And there's something about the quality of the video that comes out of it that I really enjoy. I really like the, I don't know, the nostalgic feel of it all. I've had this phone for years. It's actually interesting that the screen digitizer is road noise. This is why I like doing this stuff in the middle of the night. Like between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. where it's really quiet. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about airplane or aircraft noise either until then. I mean, it's all good. Lost train of thought there too. It's all good. It'll come back if it was important enough. Yeah, would you look at that though? I mean, I can see my finger in it too. That's definitely. Oh, there. See, that's much better. Now I can see the mirror. And like I was saying too, it's like you could barely see any score marks. One little score mark right there from that one. But yeah, you can. It's not been used maybe about 4 or 5 times. I'm kidding. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Same thing here too. So come on. You gonna focus? Yeah, you're gonna give me issues, aren't you? I told you about this phone, man. As soon as I say something to it, mention about it, it immediately just likes to do this stuff here where it removes the ability to have it autofocus. That's better though. I brought it up. Gotta love this technology, I tell you what. There's a reason why I turn it on airplane mode too. It's to keep that company from shutting it down. Yeah. All right, let's put it back together again, put it in the console, and play a quick game of Zoop. Woo woo! See you guys in a little bit. I am back. Let's play a quick game of Zoop on the Super Nintendo. I hope you're all having a wonderful day just as much as I am. Let's have some fun. Whoops! I think we're going to have to do that over again. There we go. Yeah. I forgot to hit record so we can get actual in-game footage. It's all good though. We got this. Oh, Viacom. And you know, the reason why I remembered Viacom is because we just we just took a look at the Beavis and Butthead on the Sega Genesis, and it's a Viacom game. We still at level 5. Right down, get it. Let's go continue. Like, that was really, really picky. Yeah, it's drifting on me and everything. Come on, what is this doing? Yeah, it shoots the other side of the room too. That's so weird. on, game. What are you doing? It's literally cheating. Yeah, it literally cheated. Oh, got toasted. Let's go by level. I got played again. Now I'm getting a little bit better. It likes to glide all over the place and drift your character in a position that you don't want it to be in. It's crazy. Now I know it does that. Like it's doing that right there. Uh-huh. Oh, it might actually be the 8-bit controller I'm using too. But oh, that drift. It's just drifting it everywhere. It's like, what are you doing? Come on, quit doing that. Because I know what I want to do. Just like that. You know, like I know what I wanted to do, and it was not cooperating with me the last time. It's like the game really wanted just to kill me, just to prove a point. just you know, just to be that kind of a game. This is awesome. So like I said, it really did want to get me to do things that I didn't want it to do. Sweet. I hope you're all enjoying this as much as I am. I love this. This is excellent. Now that I know what it's all about, you know, like what it tries to do. Part of its AI. I don't know what that one does. Oh, it's a collection item. Okay. Gotcha. Ooh, smoke that one. Purple. Oh, I don't even know how many blues to even grab. Oh, we did it. We did it. Nice. Lucked out on that one. Oh, this is awesome. I'm sure there's probably like puzzle patterns to be making and building along the way here too. Come on. What was this thing doing? It was trying to pull a fast one there. We need red. Get that blue out of the way. Come on. It's definitely out to get me on that one. Well, that was absolutely fun. Look at all that magenta. I used the right color combination for the cartridge cleaning too. Epic. That's awesome. Oh, well, that was pretty good considering I haven't played the game in how many years? Since 1994, whenever it came on almost. Oh, well, thank you all so very much for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Be healthy, stay safe. Happy gaming, everyone.